Key considerations and best practices for upgrading PeopleTools. The goal of this session is to give a high-level overview of when and why you should upgrade PeopleTools, along with covering 6 key practices to consider during your upgrade project. Whether your PeopleSoft application is human capital management or financial supply chain management, upgrading to the latest release of PeopleTools will allow your organization to leverage the key functionality and usability incorporated into the latest technology offering. Here are a few reasons why your organization may decide to upgrade to the latest release of PeopleTools. Upgrading to a new release can lower your organization's total cost of ownership by leveraging new functionality, thereby allowing you to retire and eliminate customizations. The newer release may offer technological performances and usability enhancements that will increase the overall efficiency of your business process and your application. Upgrading to the latest release allows your organization to remain on the latest support levels from Oracle. PeopleSoft offers a roadmap of release dates for PeopleTools and application releases. PeopleTools 8.5.4 is the most recent version of PeopleSoft's core engine. Oracle announced that PeopleTools versions will be released every 12 to 18 months. In parallel, a new application version should be available every 3 years and followed by 2 application feature packs. So what are we really talking about? Oracle fixed, improved, or introduced 715 features between PeopleTools 8.4.9 and PeopleTools 8.5.3. This only covers technical enhancements and does not take into consideration the application functional features brought by the newest application version. With the Oracle release of PeopleTools 8.5.4, another 145 features were fixed, improved, or introduced, bringing the total to 860 features being fixed, improved, or introduced between PeopleTools 8.4.9 and PeopleTools 8.5.4. The major PeopleTools enhancements in the current PeopleTools upgrade offering are dashboards and work centers, activity guides, PeopleSoft application search, interaction hub, analytics and reporting, PeopleTools documentation, integration technology, security features, performance features and platform technologies, PeopleSoft Update Manager, optimized PeopleSoft Test Framework, data migration workbench, and PeopleSoft change and assistant enhancements. The Oracle development teams have been very busy. The 2 most important of these major enhancements are the PeopleSoft Update Manager and the data migration workbench. With the PeopleSoft Update Manager, Oracle introduced a new methodology and tool for application maintenance. The PeopleSoft Update Manager gives, through a custom change package, the possibility to select and apply specific object modifications, bundles, or maintenance packs without having to worry about any prerequisite updates. The Data Migration Workbench is a new tool that helps administrators manage the process of moving configuration data from one system to another. Using this tool will result in significant improvements to the consistency of configurations between various PeopleSoft application systems. All this is done with quality control and approval checks in place. So let's cover some of the key practices to consider during your PeopleTools upgrade. A PeopleSoft upgrade of any kind is no minor feat. There is a lot of planning and decision making that must go into the upgrade process. Some questions you might ask yourself are, does my current hardware meet the minimum requirements? Do I need to upgrade my OS? How about my database software? Also, there are many other factors to consider, like what people will be involved, what testing strategy will be used, what kind of training is needed, and how many people will need to go to training. The bottom line is planning is the essential key to a successful upgrade. But once your organization has made the decision to upgrade PeopleTools, you should consider the following tasks. Understand the upgrade to better determine your upgrade path. Treat your upgrade project as a formal company project. Review all new capabilities and features. Evaluate your technical infrastructure. Choose an upgrade implementation partner with experience. Determine when to change or add business processes. So let's look at some of these. Understanding the upgrade to better determine your upgrade path. So what does this involve? From a high level, the major activities that need to be performed are Acquire upgrade information and materials. Train your project team. Determine business requirements. Produce a fit gap analysis. Lay out your technical requirements. Define the upgrade plan. Define your testing strategy. And make sure you fully understand the upgrade process. These are planning tasks that are necessary for a successful upgrade. And be sure you have a plan and task outline completed before you start your upgrade project. The very first step to successful information gathering is to visit to the Oracle Support PeopleSoft Upgrade section. This section will supply all the necessary information and notices for each release. This is also where you will find the certified upgrade path for your release. You will need an Oracle Support account to access these documents, and the best place to look are in Release Value Position and Pre-Release Notes. Next, you will need to download the upgrade documentation for your upgrade path. This document will contain all the necessary steps for performing your upgrade. You will need to review the document to find the specific instructions for planning your upgrade. Updates and fixes are another crucial step. Pay particular attention to any upgrade and fixes that are labeled Required for Install or Required for Upgrade. Skipping one of these required updates or fixes could result in an upgrade disaster. PeopleSoft Upgrades use the Change Assistant application to organize and automate the upgrade tasks. This application is template-driven, containing the pertinent steps for your upgrade process, and will ensure you run them in a specific order as instructed by PeopleSoft. These templates execute scripts and application engine programs that will be used to convert your data. Download the latest release of Change Assistant and the associated scripts and programs. In version 5.2, PeopleSoft has introduced the Update Manager. The PeopleSoft Update Manager provides support to help you reduce time, effort, and cost of application maintenance. The PeopleSoft Update Manager will use tools like Change Assistant, Change Packager, and give you an easy way to select what you want to patch in your environment. Now that you have downloaded and reviewed the pertinent information and materials for your upgrade, be sure to review them, and then review them, and then review them, and then review them again. If you think I just repeated myself, I did, for a very good reason. Project managers and technical team leads must know the upgrade process before starting it. In addition to this information, it is an excellent idea to download and study all PeopleSoft white papers on the new functions and features of the version you are upgrading to. There are also other resources you can check: the Oracle Application Strategy blog, the Legislative Update blog, the PeopleTools and Technology blog, and my favorite, YouTube. The next step will be to ensure the proper education and training of your upgrade team. This will include the education of the upgrade process and the required training to help your team be successful in the upgrade. Your PeopleSoft upgrade project team members will require training at one level or another. Furthermore, these team members are the key to a fast and smooth upgrade, so you want to make sure they get the proper knowledge and skills necessary to upgrade successfully. Many clients have asked me, when should we get training? My response is always, right now. Your team will be more productive and you will be able to make better decisions if they get the PeopleSoft training they need prior to project kickoff. Your project team members will need more training than anyone else, and it is crucial that they get it early in the project planning and development process and not during the upgrade. Once you've started the implementation or upgrade, it's too late. Of course, that's my 2 cents, and everyone has their own opinion. So where do you start to find the right training for your project team? You can start with the Oracle Support website, or you can visit Oracle University to schedule formal training. In addition, you can find a great series of overview videos on Oracle's YouTube channel and the PeopleSoft Information Portal. If you already have an earlier version of PeopleSoft, those 2 resources above should be enough to familiarize and train your team to achieve a successful upgrade. However, if you're coming from several releases behind, PeopleSoft training may be a better course of action for you. PeopleSoft has designed a roadmap for the specific training your team members will need. They have several guides to training courses that are designed to easily let you see what training is needed for a specific role. These guides contain a list of common roles in your upgrade project team and a training courses that would best develop the skills required for that role. Remember, if you want to upgrade to the latest release of PeopleTools successfully, you want to make sure your upgrade team is adequately trained to ensure a smooth upgrade. Failure for your team to understand what they are doing will result in a loss of time, productivity, and money. The key to successful business requirement analysis is to identify what the new product will do for all appropriate end users and stakeholders, and to understand what they want the new product to do. You can use various techniques to gather requirements, but make sure those requirements are clear, concise, and related to the business. Oracle provides a cumulative feature overview tool for PeopleSoft applications and PeopleTools and is a great place to start your fit gap analysis. This tool basically generates a report that is exportable to an Excel spreadsheet, which enables you to quickly understand major changes that have occurred across multiple releases for a given product. For example, if you're on PeopleTools 849 and you're looking for the changes that have occurred between 852 or 854, this new tool allows you to enter your current version and will provide you with a list of changes for all releases since your version with a detailed description. If you wish to use the Oracle Cumulative Feature Overview tool, you can go to My Oracle Support. Remember that functional testing examines how your hardware, software, website, or internal applications will execute request functions, and it is vital for assuring the quality of released software. Functional testing also includes the testing of user commands, data manipulation, searches, business processes, user screens, and integration. Validating in this manner ensures conformity to specifications and the correct performance of all functions. When creating a test plan, be flexible so team members can switch tasks dynamically to adapt to changing requirements. Create a ranking to prioritize the test cases. Maintain traceability between the requirements, test cases, and bugs, and cover the main business flows. Once you have evaluated your testing requirements, you will determine the type of testing you need. It is important to remember that every organization will develop their testing strategy slightly different from others, as each organization is unique. So the key points to remember are: ensure that all team members and business process owners of your application thoroughly understand the overall PeopleTools upgrade process. An upgrade project is very similar to an implementation project. However, an upgrade project is more efficient than implementation because they leverage your previous implementation efforts and outputs. Next, treat your upgrade project as a formal company project. The key points here are: create a project plan and a project timeline, identify critical success factors, develop a project scope, and create a budget. At this point, you have identified and documented your fit gap analysis, key team members, roles, resources, technical requirements, and standards, so you're ready to create a detailed project plan that is specific to your environment. The best way to do this is to utilize your documentation of the business fit gap analysis, the technical fit gap analysis, and the upgrade instructions. This will allow you to create an outline of the detailed tasks that are required to execute the upgrade. You will also need to include testing and end-user training in the process. Make sure you create a project timeline that shows your start date, end date, and major milestones. Be sure to treat your upgrade the same way you would treat a corporate initiative or project. For most companies, the average time to upgrade PeopleTools is 1 month. In reference to upgrade HCM 9.2 will take approximately 3 to 4 months, and 3 to 6 months for financials. However, if you have a lot of customizations and you're planning on adding new functionality, you can add a few more months. Some upgrade projects that include the addition of new modules take as long as a year. Make sure you list target dates and milestones and associate your critical success factors where applicable. I want to take the time to discuss what I believe are some very important questions that you must ask before embarking on any upgrade. Do you know what the critical success factors are for your upgrade? Why are you upgrading in the first place? I know many of you will say because we have to or we'll lose support. but I'm sure that some of you are upgrading for other business reasons. Perhaps you want to reduce cost or implement the new talent management functionality or self-service features, and you need the latest PeopleTools release. Perhaps you want to extend your application to your customers, suppliers, and partners, and the latest release of PeopleTools help accomplish that task. Whatever the business reason, it is crucial that you know your critical success factors and the associated risk factors. By doing so, you will be able to manage your entire PeopleSoft upgrade project. Therefore, I highly recommend that you take and make a timeline for your implementation, listing your critical success factors and your milestones. Defining the scope of your upgrade project is important so that your team and members outside your team understand what you are doing and stay within the confines of that scope. For example, be sure to list the number of team members, how much technical and functional analysis is involved, how many databases you will use, and the name and function of each. Other factors considering your scope are knowing the scope of training needed for your end users and managers, knowing how much testing and what level will be done, listing any new customizations or modifications to customizations that you will add during your upgrade, documenting the new features that you will be taking advantage of in the new release. Are you getting the idea of what scope is? Next, let's talk money and budget. You can't just do what you want, take how long you want, and bring 1,000 consultants in to do a job. If you've been involved in PeopleSoft world long enough, then you know it was that way in the 90s. However, those days are long gone, and you need to ensure that you stay within a budget and get a return on your investment. After all, the bean counters in your company have limited the amount of money you can spend by approving a budget. And yes, Scarlett, even PeopleTools upgrade needs a budget. So create a budget now and get going, because you may have to acquire new hardware, software, outside resources, and training. It is essential to identify these items and create a budget for your project. Doing so will help you better plan and manage your project so you won't have to stop in the middle of the project and get approval to buy another server or a piece of software. The key points to remember here are, in order to ensure the success of your upgrade, the planning and project management rigor is extremely important. A structured approach for managing the upgrade task, resolving issues, and measuring progress is absolutely critical. And finally, don't treat a PeopleTools upgrade any different than you would treat a new implementation. Next, review and grasp all new capabilities and features. The key points here are: follow the test plan and stick to it. Document and report all as-designed defects. Document new capabilities and features from a business point of view. And remember that new capabilities and features are not a one-size-fits-all. You need to establish an in-depth test plan for new functionality that meets a business requirement and simply test the functionality of those that do not. Stick to the plan and address issues that arise after the upgrade is complete. There is no perfect software, and as-designed defects do exist. Set an established amount of time to work through problems you encounter, and after that time, report the problem to PeopleSoft and move on. Time is critical in an upgrade process. New capabilities and features need to be documented from a business perspective. Be sure to include a business problem statement, current business process, scope statement, key business objectives, project completion criteria, limitations, risk, assumptions, and functional requirements in your documentation. New capabilities and features do not always address a business requirement. For the ones that do not, only test the functionality. The key points to take away here are: a critical review and assessment of new features and enhancement compared to your current release is crucial in understanding the value of investing in an upgrade and determining the best path. This can result in the retirement of many of your organization's customizations, increasing your return on investment and lowering your long-term cost. Evaluate your technical infrastructure. The key points here are: create a new infrastructure strategy as part of the upgrade project. Plan for the future, not the current task at hand. And remember that the client device is just as important as the server farm. For every new PeopleTools version, PeopleSoft creates a document containing hardware and software requirements. These are the minimum requirements to run the specified PeopleTools release. Critical to the success of an upgrade is the proper planning of the underlying infrastructure that will support the application. The primary objective of the infrastructure planning is to ensure that the underlying hardware can support the peak utilization loads in a secure and reliable manner. However, infrastructure planning is not a one-time task, but rather a series of activities that are performed before, during, and after the upgrade. As such, it is important that the hardware planning be incorporated into all aspects of the upgrade time frame. Just as important is the client device. The client device is the business user's first and last impression of the success of an upgrade. Enough said. The key points to remember are: as part of your upgrade strategy, you should consider your technical infrastructure requirements, including client architecture, application servers, web servers, and database options. For example, by choosing to leverage cloud technology and the new Fusion middleware and database options, you could experience substantial benefits by having your database and application server running on a single platform. I highly recommend putting together a new infrastructure strategy as part of your upgrade project. Next, let's look at choose an upgrade implementation partner with experience. The key points here are: always check references, the implementation partners, and the consultants they provide. Understand the implementation partner's methodology, as it could become yours. And when unsure, use a checklist to select an implementation partner. Vendors only provide the customers they are certain will give a glowing endorsement. You need to know the right approach and the right questions to ask. If you do, you can ascertain quickly if the vendor is right for you. Your purpose must be to determine if the vendor is honest and trustworthy, reliable, appropriately priced, easy to work with, performs well, and is supportive. It's important to first start at a high level, then drill down into specific services or products that you're looking to implement. And for consultants, although references are a valuable tool when selecting a consultant, they are often overlooked or ignored. Specifically ask what the consultant did for the reference. Was the consultant's work the same work you want the consultant to do for you? If it matches, the reference can provide you valuable information about the consultant's work. If it doesn't match, the reference may be of limited value to you. Ask the reference if they were satisfied with the consultant's work. If not, why? If possible, ask for a copy of the status report the consultant did for the reference. Ask the reference in-depth questions about the consultant's work. This may trigger memories of problems or concerns they may have had with the consultant. Check more than one or two references. If possible, check with clients of the consultant not listed as references. Consultants list clients who will give positive references. Clients not listed as references may be the most valuable to you. Time spent finding and contacting these clients may be a good investment. One thing that is important if you want to have a project success is having a consistent methodology across the whole organization. There need to be an agreement between the implementation partner and the business on the methodology being used, and that methodology needs to be continued after the implementation partner departs. Remember, The alternative to allowing different methodologies or no methodology is often inefficiencies, higher costs, longer schedules, and of course, higher risk. The question always comes up, why a checklist? Simply, when properly conceived and used, a checklist ensures communication and confirmation among members of the team and catches errors. So let's look at an example of an implementation partner checklist. The implementation partner is wholly independent and makes no commission from ERP vendors. The implementation partner partners with top-level ERP technical services and support providers to provide solution-specific expertise. The implementation partner methodologies are internally developed, proprietary, and based on experience. The implementation partner provides deep cross-functional training for its consultants on its methodologies prior to staffing them on the client engagement. The implementation partner leverages cross-industry best practices in every ERP implementation with which it is involved. The implementation partner is a cultural fit with my organization. The implementation partner brings diverse opinions, skill sets, and experiences to bear in each project team. The implementation partner offers a full menu of ERP software selections, implementations, organizational change management, business process re-engineering, IT strategy, and project recovery services. The implementation partner leverages a comprehensive 360-degree approach to ERP engagements. The implementation partner has expertise in every facet of an ERP implementation. The key points we want to take away from here are: the most organizations perform upgrade projects very infrequently, so it is important to leverage the right implementation partner with a proven experience as much as possible. Make sure the partner you choose has successfully performed upgrades to ensure they can upgrade your PeopleTools to the latest release efficiently. And once again, I will remind you, always check the references of the implementation partner and the consultants they provide. Last is determining when to change or add business processes. The key points here are: know thy business and thy customizations. Grab low-hanging fruit and determine when the rest will ripen. Adding a business process is always cheaper. Look for features that are easy to implement and do not functionally change your established business processes. This is especially true when the user base is new to the application and doesn't adapt to change very easily. Ease of implementation is also a factor when your resources, technical, functional support, training, etc., are limited. And for the rest, implement the features and functionality that aligns with your business goals and has a high impact on your bottom line. Focus your efforts on high-impact feature implementation is especially beneficial when personnel and financial resources are constrained. Very often, IT organizations are forced to implement invasive and costly customizations in order to improve the usability. These customizations commit your IT resources to maintaining and extending the functionality of the customizations and then retrofitting the code of each patch applied to your PeopleSoft instance. Review new functionality with the intent to eliminate local customizations. Be aware there may be some resistance to eliminating features that users are familiar with. Stakeholder involvement and commitment are key to the successful changeover from custom to delivered functionality. The key points to remember here are: a newer release of your PeopleTools offers many technological, performance, and usability enhancements that will increase the overall efficiency of your business process and your applications. One critical decision for your upgrade project is whether you will implement the new functionality as part of the upgrade or upgrade your current processes without change, and implement new functionality as a follow-on project. And just as a follow-on note, many times new functionality and tools are not deemed successful since the attention was focused on delivering the end product from an IT perspective. Simply ensuring the new feature or tool works as designed without also considering the end user experience. Having the proper resources to fully support the end user is essential. Those resources include executive sponsorship, project management, IT business analysis and developers, active participation from relevant stakeholders, support desk, and training. In conclusion, your organization must evaluate the cost, risk, and rewards of an upgrade in the same way it would evaluate a new business proposal. That concludes our presentation, and I'd like to thank you for your time and your attention.